fine mess you got me into.
I got you into? Look, I didn't tell you to follow me.
But I thought you knew where you were going.
I never know where I'm going.
There's no argument there.
Well, I was just following those elephants.
You mean
Those two in the front row.
You
right
mean
in
those
front
two?
of us.
These two elephants right
Those
here? These
two elephants, yes. Of course those two elephants, lame brain. Do you see any other elephants?
No, just those two there. The rest of the herd was probably too smart to get on board this ark. What do you call this thing anyway?
Well, I think the old man calls it an ark.
An ark, huh?
Uh-huh.
Well, couldn't you have taken up another hobby? You know, this could get very expensive after a while.
Well, I heard that these two elephants saying that God told him to build an ark.
Now, why would God tell anyone to build an ark in the middle of this forsaken desert?
They said because it's going to rain.
So, couldn't the old man get a raincoat like everyone else?
They say it's going to rain a lot.
Well, get boots too.
According to the elephants, the old man thinks a flood is coming.
Face it, babe, the old man is in La La Land. And the sooner we get off this loony farm, the better off we'll be.
But
Oh,
the elephants...
you can't believe everything those elephants say. You know, I mean, they never forget. But they are gullible. Very gullible.
All right then. But what have you got to say about all the other animals out there? You know there are two of everything on this ark. They must believe what
Come
the
here.
old man said.
Come here, I want to show you something. Look, does that look like rain to you? There's not a cloud in that sky.
Well, I heard that the weatherman forecasts sunny skies. And
Well-
you know what that means. It's gonna rain.
Yes, my dear, you do have a point there, but it would have to rain 40 days and 40 nights to float this thing.
Well, maybe it's going to.
Get serious. There's not a cloud. Oh, okay. There's one itty bitty cloud way up there, and it's so far away, that doesn't even close.
Well, all I know is what I heard the elephants say.
You probably misunderstood them. You know, they talk through their noses.
You really don't think it's gonna rain, do you?
How could it? Well, there's only 4 or 5 medium-sized clouds. And that couldn't call that a storm.
Well, whatever, but we're here now, so you might as well relax and enjoy it.
I'm stuck on this boat in the middle of a desert, and she wants me to enjoy it? Hey, I've heard of budget cruises, but this is ridiculous.
It is starting to sprinkle.
Big deal. We gonna cruise on a puddle?
Oh, I don't think we have to worry about that. Look at those clouds up there.
So what? There's not enough rain to wash the sand off of the old man's saddle, the sandals.
Well, now there is. It's starting to pour.
Okay, so it's starting to rain hard. It's coming down pretty hard, but we're still not floating out to sea.
Well, look, if you're so skeptical, why don't you just get off this boat? Go ahead and join all the others who are laughing in this silly boat. I mean, no one's forcing you to stay on board. So go on, jump off. I'll just go on the rest of the cruise alone.
Well, now, don't be hasty now. Don't be hasty. And besides, you know my fur shrinks when I get wet.
Oh, why don't you just go ahead and admit it? You're glad the old man built this ark.
Well, it
You're
is,
glad he listened to God and he built it.
it is keeping us dry.
You know, it took an awful lot of guts for him to build this ark and an awful lot of faith.
It took guts, all right.
I mean, those people really gave him a hard time.
Maybe he's hard of hearing and all those people couldn't hear him. And he didn't hear the people laughing at him.
Oh, he heard all right. He just didn't let the ridicule stop him from obeying God. Hey, I think we're starting to move.
Well, but you're right, you're right. Oh boy, you're right.
See, the old man knew what he was talking about, didn't he?
I never doubted him for a minute.
What?
Well, now, aren't you glad you followed me?
I followed you? Wasn't it the other way around?
Okay then, you followed me. Is that better?
Yeah, I think. Oh, well, who cares? Who cares? It really doesn't matter as long as we're both safe. That's what's important.
You know what really baffles me though?
What's that?
Well, aside from the old man's family, the rest of the passengers on this boat are all animals.
Yeah, so?
Well, if humans are supposed to be so smart, why aren't there more of them on board? Well, let's face it, we are the majority.
Yeah, you know, you're right.
And to think, they call us dumb animals.
Yeah. At least we know to get in and out of the rain.